2024 was so hectic for me, honestly, because I've never been in that situation. I was just shocked by what happened. What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Ty, back with another video. First of all, happy 2025. A lot has happened. 2024 was so hectic for me. I'm gonna just give y'all a small little glimpse, recap of everything that happened in 2024. I ain't trying to be on this topic too long. When 2024 first started out, living somewhere, a situation ended up happening. I ended up going to stay with my family members. Staying with my family, I was only there to really sleep. Like, I was working throughout the day until I stopped working. I was threatened with a firearm, and once I got threatened with a firearm, I was just shocked by what happened, honestly, because I've never been in that situation. I felt like somebody could threaten me. That was scary as fuck. But still staying at my family member's house, a situation ended up happening. A person wanted me to bond with this person, and I ended up bonding with this person. When I started bonding, and it wasn't even like I started bonding with them. They were so consistent with trying to bond with me. Like, I was the person that stayed to myself. I'm just a nice, genuine person in general. This person basically started hanging with me or whatever, using me as a pawn, as a reason to do certain things or go certain places. And the person that was trying to get me to bond with this person was like, oh, you going for the right? You going for the right? You're not going for the right? Oh, you don't want to go for the right? Which one you going for the right? And I was really getting antagonized the whole time because how I felt was I don't like to be bothered with certain people. And when you antagonizing me over somebody that you wanted me to bond with, that's insane, because you wanted me to bond with this person. It's not like I walked up to this person and was like, hey, we're gonna be cool, we're gonna just hang out every day, and we're just... It's never that. It never gave that. But I was getting antagonized that whole time. At first I was spending the night at the person's house, and then it went from me spending the night over there to them wanting me to come out there and stay with them to help out with their kids, making sure their kids got on the bus, make sure the house was clean, making sure the kids got something to eat after school and dinner, make sure they in the bed by a certain time. I gotta make sure they up for school the next day. I was doing all that. That was me all the way. I mean, as a babysitter, that's what you do. Duh. You make sure the kids get in the bed, make sure homework is done, make sure everything is completed. That's what I was doing. From doing that, a situation basically escalated. When it escalated because I was on the phone with my sister. And me being on the phone with my sister, I was on the phone with my sister having a genuine conversation, a one-on-one conversation at that. We're having a conversation, and as we were having a conversation, the person that I was staying with, daughter, was listening on the conversation. I seen messages, which I did. I seen messages of conversations being had, but the thing about it was, you're not telling me the conversations you're having with this person, which I don't give a fuck about the conversations you're having, but you're having conversations about me. So now that you're having conversations about me, in the messages, I'm seeing it, so I'm telling my sister, and I'm scrolling through the shit, I'm like, yo, this is what's being said about me. Like, come on now, everything that's being done is being verbatimly said to me. I shouldn't know that you went outside at 5, 6 o'clock to go smoke a cigarette, and then once you got done smoking the cigarette, you were on the phone with this man the whole time you was at work. I shouldn't have known that. How would I know that if I'm at home with your kids? Make it make sense. But nonetheless, I left that situation alone only because it's toxic as a bitch, and I ain't even feel like talking about it. I ended up leaving that situation, and I ended up coming back to stay with my mom. The day that I had left, internet was not working. But the thing was, I ain't gonna lie, I was petty. I did turn the internet off because you got cameras in your house, and then you already said you about to have your mom watching the inside of your house. You could see what I'm doing. Like, you were very clear on what you said. So me, I'm like, you gotta have people watching that. Oh, I'm good. I could go. So I turned the internet off or whatever, because that's what she did. She came in the house that morning from work. Because when everything happened or whatever, I ain't gonna lie, it was no words to be said. I ain't have shit to say. She ain't have shit to say. But the thing was, she was still trying to talk to me without talking to me. Like, she seemed like I'm trying to talk to her when she trying to talk to me. So I just was distant. I was staying to myself. I was still keeping up with the kids, still taking them, putting them on them. I was still doing the whole nine. But the night before, I was in the house by myself. Like, the whole time I'm in there, I'm watching TV or whatever. I ended up dozing off. I woke up in the middle of the night by myself. Nobody's there. So I woke up in the middle of the night. I went to go use the bathroom. I come out from using the bathroom. I try to find something to snack on. So the next morning she came in or whatever. First of all, she was asking me about my charger and all of that. And I'm like, yeah, that's my charger. Because I'm irritated at this point. Like, you waking me up out of my sleep. You've been doing this for the last 2 days. You come in the house and you wake me up out of my sleep. For what? I don't know. Your kids are not here. You've been dropping your kids off After that incident had happened, you started dropping your kids off at your mom's house. So I didn't have nothing to do. So you could make me try to feel guilty about what happened, which I didn't. So she came in the house, she asked about the charger, from asking about the charger or whatever. And I should have known it was going to be some bullshit before I even went out there, just by the way he was acting towards me. Like, every little thing, it was like a complaint or whatever. It wasn't even like it was a complaint. It was like, you wanted me to bond with this girl, but at the same time, you wanted me to be on my distance. You wanted to be able to have control of everything, which, the bitch stupid, but she not stupid. Yeah, that day, she ended up leaving or whatever. She came back a couple hours later or whatever. She like, what the fuck going on with the Wi-Fi, with the internet? I'm working. So I'm sitting at the table, I'm eating, I'm minding my business. And I just got done making me something to eat. Like, I'm fresh off the wake up. I done took a shower. I done got dressed. I'm just ready to just eat and relax. Like, that's all I want to do. I want to eat. I want to charge my phone. And I want to relax. Because that's all I've been waiting to do was charge my phone and relax. I've been waiting to do that. Why? Because, for one, I haven't been able to charge my phone. So, she like, did you touch my internet? I'm like, stop talking to me. She like, did you touch my internet? Stop talking to me. You heard what the fuck I said. I said what I said the first time. Stop talking to me. I don't want nothing to say to you. You've been walking around this house these last couple of days communicating through your kids to say shit to me. Keep it that way. Don't say nothing to me. So I told her stop talking to me or whatever. I ended up asking, I'm like, can you just drop me off? She like, oh, when I get paid, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Drop me off. My original thing, what I was going to do, because she didn't even give me all my money, I was going to stay out there until she got paid. And then when she got paid, I was going to have her drop me off at my mom's house. And I was just going to give my mom that. But I ended up asking her to take me home that day because how I felt is, one, you on the phone with your sister. And not only that, but you trying to play me out or you trying to make it seem like somebody touching your shit. But like I said, very loud in her house, I don't have no reason to touch your shit when you ain't got shit to touch, baby. All the shit you got, that's materialistic shit. That's how you keep your kids happy. The fuck? So I ended up leaving that situation. But the whole time we in the car, my uncle called me. My uncle called me as I'm going down the stairs because she lived in that apartment building. My uncle called me as I'm going down the stairs or whatever. So now we get downstairs. We downstairs or whatever. But I'm downstairs. I'm having a conversation with my uncle. He like, yo, what the fuck going on? What's this being said about me? What's that being said about me? And I'm telling him like, nah. Apparently, such and such was said to such and such that I'll be having conversations with y'all about her. Refresh my memory. So he like, nah, that's not what happened or whatever, da, 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 da. You going off shit that you heard, da, da, da. She was like, but I never took it in or whatever. I never said. I said, yes, you did. You took in everything. So, because this turned into a whole story time. I was supposed to be telling y'all what happened or whatever. But this is where shit really started to get crazy for me. Because the whole time she in the car, denying everything, feeling like this wasn't said, that wasn't said. I never went on to say this. I didn't even mean what I said when I said. Like, she was just basically trying to cop please and everything. And she was like, oh, I consider you like a niece. If you ever want to come back out here with me, you can.
In fact, when you cool down from being mad, you can come back.
But the whole time I've been in her house, but the girl had been having people watch my grandmother's house, and they were snapping pictures. That's how she found out he was dealing with other females. It was never based off anything because when she asked me questions, I said verbatim, I don't know what that man out here doing. When he go out late night, he doing late night rides. Or he just going out cruising, maybe going for a ride. You never know. Or not only that, but you know his right-hand man is my cousin. Like, duh, obviously they're going to hang out. That's common sense. Common sense can't be common. Common sense just ain't common no more. So, fast forward. So, yeah, she had been sending people over there to watch, what's the name? But the thing about it, and I'm going to keep this a buck when I say what the fuck I said. Me, in 2024, so much shit had happened. I got banned from my grandmother's house. And me, I'm not even tripping about it. One, because I haven't been going over there in so long. It's been years since I've been over there. After my cousin died, I was all set on going over there for real because how I felt was, why am I coming over here? Why? I mean, I got other family members. I can go there. I can go see my great grandmother and I go see my uncle. But why am I coming over here? Fast forward, ended up moving. So, like I said, ended up moving back in with my mom. Went from staying with my mom because a little mishap happened at my mom's house too. Went from staying with my mom to staying with my sister. Yeah, my allergies acting up. Don't think I'm crying. My allergies is acting up for real. I went from staying with my mom's house to staying with my sister. I stayed with my sister for a little minute. I was helping her out with my niece. From doing that, I went from living with my sister to going to the shelter. I just finally felt like I had been running from my problems for so long. So I went to the shelter. When I went to the shelter, I ain't gonna lie, I sat at that place all day waiting to see if they was gonna place me. They ended up placing me. They was like, yeah, but you gotta look for a place. Because when I first went in there, they was like, yeah, you only supposed to be here from this amount of days to that amount of days. Like, they was only, at first they was trying to only have me for like 4 or 5 days. And I'm like, how you expect me to find an apartment in 4 or 5 days? It's not gonna happen like that. But I understood what they was doing because they ended up extending my time anyway. My first whole week there, I met a genuine person that I consider one of my friends. And me and that bitch, we made the best of that week. Like, we laughed, we did stuff to get out of the shelter. We bonded, like, and it was crazy because the way me and her bonded, I don't bond with other people like that. So that was insane for us. And when I went to the shelter, like, it was just a different experience. My first day there, I ain't gonna lie, I was in my room the whole time crying. Like, I didn't want to talk to nobody. I was just crying because I'm just like, damn, like, this me, like, I'm in the shelter. Like, out of all the things that I wanted to avoid out of all the things that I've been wanting to avoid, I wanted to avoid being in the shelter. I wanted to avoid being in the system in general, but it didn't work out like that. And I'm not mad at myself because that was a lesson learned. Like, it was a lot that I learned. It taught me how to be more patient with my goals and everything that I'm trying to achieve. It taught me to just, anything that you do it through God, because 2024 was a lot for me. And I stayed in there for a whole month. I stayed in the shelter for a whole month. Like, and me staying in there for a whole month, I was looking at apartments. I toured a couple apartments. I started going to therapy, but everything, it was like it was meant for that to happen because I'm more calmer with my emotions. I don't get upset easily. I don't tolerate certain stuff no more, and I'm so proud of myself because y'all would have told me a couple years ago, like, oh, you gonna be the 2024, you gonna meet the strongest version of yourself, I would have laughed in your face because I didn't think I was gonna meet the strongest version of myself. Like, I met the strongest version of myself. And what I'm trying to lead at when I say this is 2025 is our year. Whatever you didn't accomplish or didn't want to accomplish in 2024, you can still accomplish it in 2025. 2025 is a year of growth, consistency, and strength. Be prepared for everything that's coming. I hope you guys enjoyed this entire video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to show love to all my previous videos on my channel. And just stay tuned for what's more to come. I can't really say too much on what's to come because I'm trying to move in silence. But just know everything is on the way. I got something coming out for y'all in 13 days. A good 13 days. So today is January 3rd, January 16th, I got something for y'all. I'm out. Peace. I love y'all. Deuces. Or 12. So January 15th.